quite the effort.
Yeah, I think these sets going distance, especially anyone LBOs in, is definitely a good guess because he's so good at just stringing together a couple stocks, and that's all it takes. Like 2 really good stocks, and then all of a sudden you were down, and then you close out the game.
No doubt about it. Let's see things underway early on.
Oh, almost just closes it right there. CakeAssault with an amazing clone to down air.
That was nasty. Okay, a nice aggressive return from LBO, however. But maybe just returning to the clutches of CakeAssault, man. I mean, this guy really lives up to his name. I mean, he just puts on an assault, and it's just so hard to fend off. Yeah,
definitely. And he's been using the clone so well this whole weekend to kind of start his combos and get good hits. There we see the back air.
Just retreating into that smoke. It just comes out swinging.
Yeah, the smoke, too, is something where... ooh,
nicely done.
Nice way to close the stock by LBO. The smoke definitely, you want to clear it out. You can't just ignore it.
Yeah, exactly. Because Forsburn, I mean, it gets so much off of it, right?
Yep.
Especially those setups which come in to the equation later on and help him eliminate those stocks so effectively.
Yeah, Forsburn hasn't had too many changes this year, but the one thing we did want to do is make him a little more deception-y. So he can actually clone inside of the smoke and you don't see him start it.
Yeah.
Which means there could be 2 Forsburns coming out of smoke and now you don't know
You're
who's
just
who.
like, okay, well, I got to hit one of them and I hope it's the right one. Or else you're in a lot of trouble because, you know, there's instances, only one of the clones can attack.
Yeah, he can burst it so it gets a little attack, but yeah, only the main Forsburn's gonna like dodge and do regular attacks.
Right.
So depending on your position, you might want to clear out the clone right away, or if you're at a high percent, you might want to just try to hit the Forsburn. So you don't want to mess up which is which. And now LBO is on his last stock, but let's see if he can. He had a really good job just closing out CakeAssault's first stock. Let's see if he can do it again.
Yeah, seriously. Got to take a lot right here, just trying to get back to the stage. Does just that. Oh, that combustion, my guy. That knockback is something serious.
Yeah, it's kind of like if, so you play some of the other games like Wario, the Wario WAP, where you have to charge it up, and then once you get it into a combo, you just close out the stock.
It's just so effective, man. I mean, it's not just a good way to just finish stocks off, too. It's also like a really good comeback mechanic as well. I've seen, throughout this weekend's event. So these Forsburns are definitely pushing it to the limit. However, none as much as CakeAssault, and now looking to push his lead to 2 games should he come out unscathed in this one. You already see LBO fighting his damnedest and making those efforts count right now.
Yeah, a little bit of a flub there by CakeAssault. I think he thought he was going to be on ground, so he went for the fastball, but he appeared in smoke, so he kind of just fastball right down the wall.
Oh, I like that.
LBO being a little tricky with his ground movement, kind of mixing CakeAssault up.
Yeah, he is definitely on the hunt right now. CakeAssault, really not too many answers thus far. You mentioned that flub he had earlier on. That could be quite costly.
Yeah, as we saw in the L's and full stream set, you don't want to get one stock is enough to. These players are going to run with it.
Definitely.
So even if you're at the advantage, you can't really spot a player full stock.
Nice back air, however, to seal off that first one from LBO. Now CakeAssault trying to get to work.
Using the shine there as the combo break.
You mentioned that could be a go-to for a lot of Zetterburns.
Oh my gosh!
That knockback there! That's what I'm talking about!
Such a good combo into it. Had him up at the top of the screen for so long and then went for it.
I mean, if you blinked, you might have missed it, man. I mean, CakeAssault just storming back here to take the lead with authority. LBO, however, not at too much of a deficit. I want to let this percento get a little too out of hand. 47, that's pretty forgiving.
Yeah, using the cloud and the clone to kind of mix up where he's at.
Such a good job at it, too. Before you know it, he's just back on stage, just kind of pummeling you.
Yeah, LBO definitely can still do this, but he's going to need to... Oh, never mind. Can't do it anymore.
Definitely still do this in game 3.
Yeah, game 3, game 3. That's what I meant.
Asterisk next to that set.
Yeah, the reverse 3-0 is coming up right here. I can feel it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not counting LBO out by any means. Obviously, a very talented player. It's just, you get in those situations where it's just certain guys. They just create. There's just such a problem for you. You know what I'm saying? They just have your number. And those are situations that you can overcome. Don't get it twisted, but boy, does it take a while. So LBO may be kind of, facing maybe his hardest challenge of this event.
Definitely.
CakeAssault. But I'll tell you what, he's been playing them tough. He's been playing them tough. No easy stocks. Maybe up until that point. that was all positioning, right? You saw LBO, no stranger, just going off stage, but CakeAssault just being above him, just able to just kind of drop that hammer.
Yep.
Slay him.
Almost goes for it again. CakeAssault is definitely feeling himself right now. Oh man, LBO turning it around. Let's see if he can get the edge guard here.
Yeah, you just mentioned him feeling himself, feeling these blows from LBO as well.
And right there we see why you want to clear out smoke. CakeAssault was able to up special back on stage without any lag because he went for the cloud that was up on the platform.
All right, just great awareness on his part. And as you said, Dan, that smoke is just, that's probably the thing. That's one thing that I really appreciate Rivals. None of these characters are forgettable, right? Everyone has just their own attributes that make them so unique.
Yep.
And CakeAssault has done a good job with Forsburn, but there we go. The up strong, finally going to seal the deal on that first stop.
Yeah, for such a big lead that CakeAssault had at the start of this game, it's actually starting to evaporate here. Let's see if LBO can get back on stage safely. Ooh, that back air. So he parried it, which is normally very deadly, but if you can get to a wall after being parried, you can still wall jump.
Oh, wow. That's pretty nutty.
If he had landed on stage there, though, he would have been in a ton of lag. But now, CakeAssault definitely in command of this set. Up 2 games, up a stock. LBO is going to have to make some quick work of this stock in order to get back into it. Oh, nice down special there. Kind of surprised CakeAssault.
Trying to chase him down, but CakeAssault does a good job getting back to the stage here, just trying to establish his presence and doing that, and then some. Tacking on a fair amount of damage. That was a big parry, and that's going to be a big follow-up.
Oh, that was a great read into a very good combo. Oh, no.
That's it.
Such a rough spot for LBO to be in at the side of the stage, doing down special, so he's likely holding down, which means any horizontal knockback is going to send him far. And CakeAssault able to close that out 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, we touched on just how much of a dominant set it was back there at Shine. But LBO, I mean, he showed up big time, represented his brand very good. The Tuxedo Boys out there doing big things, but it will be CakeAssault moving on to losers finals now, actually.
Yeah, T2 CakeAssault, great showing for their team. And then, like you said, Tuxedo Esports, this is our first tournament. They announced them